Hey Scavers, this is Imp from Black Talon Gaming, and I want to welcome you to a very, very special episode of Best Settlement Defense and Builds. Today we're going to be focusing on the builds because what I've got for you is nothing to do with defense whatsoever. As much as we might want to see things that will increase your survival odds and your ability to attack and repel attackers, I think there's something a little something special. A little something to be said for the morale of the troops. And in order to increase the morale of my troops and all you scavers there at home, I've constructed something very, very, very special for you guys. I'd like to present to you the Wasteland's first ever cabaret and strip club. Dun 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 dun. I don't know what that song is. Anyhow, let's go ahead and go inside. Alright guys, so I haven't even so much as come up with a name for this new club. I just know that with busy settlers and a settlement singing mod, I can totally turn this into a strip club slash cabaret. In my previous playthrough, you know that for Starlight Cinema, I had chosen to make this into a giant factory area. Once again, this area still holds like pretty good value because of the immense amount of space that you can build here. So I started a water farm up in Sanctuary, as I want to do, and I channeled all that water into buying cement and buying steel, which I've used to build this up. Mind you, it's still not complete. Most of the interior, like the superstructure, is complete. A lot of the interior has to be done. In fact, there's been no interior with the exception of the main stage, which is right here. But let's go ahead and give you a tour, so this way you can see what it's like before I install all of the furniture and all that mess and all the lights. Right, we start out here with the main room, and as you can see, the main room has a elevated seating area up here so that, you know, clients can come in and they can watch the girls dance, or the guys, because we're equal opportunity like that. They can watch the people dance, more likely scaver girls dance down here, and or they can watch from right around here. You know, I plan to put, I think, a bar. Maybe there's a bar in the works for right over here. These back rooms, this one is going to be for the dancers, I suspect. Like, I've already decided the quote-unquote VIP room is going to be up here with this red door. So I'm going to make this one Mac Daddied out, you know what I'm saying? Alright, let's go underneath before we go upstairs. For an extra 5 caps of cover charge, it's 5 caps to get in, so for 10 caps of cover, your average wasteland freaking pervert is going to be able to sit down here and get a really special view of the dancers, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Look at that. I could be like, hey girl, hi, what's up girl? But yeah, they gotta avoid this nasty ass water. I don't know, maybe I'll put a tiny little bar over here too. Put some chairs along the backside. Right now I'm using it as, you know, since I'm always running survival mode, I'm using it as my sleep location. Alright, with that said, let's go ahead and go upstairs, or tour the back rooms, excuse me. Alright, so on the first level, I'm thinking the dancers and the employees' locker room is going to be right over here. And so the dancers would come out here in front of the bar, they'd pass by the bar, they'd get on the stage, and they'd shake that moneymaker. They'd shake that thing, you know what I'm saying? This room over here is going to be storage and employee entrance. Maybe I'll put the employee lockers over here and have 2 bars, one over here and one over there. Some chairs in front, chairs. Yeah, that makes sense. And anyhow, so this will be the employee entrance. Not that the employees will go too far, and you'll see why in a second. And this is where their lockers will be. And then this side, I think I'm going to use for like storage. I don't know what I'm going to store there, but in case I need to store crap, I need to, you know, I need to have the space. This middle room right here, which is not available to, you know, the outside, the public, the general public. This is just a stairwell, and the stairwell is going to be pretty well lit up and everything like that. All right, so second floor. Once again, this is going to be the VIP lovey-dovey room. Maybe have like a second lounge singer right in there. I don't know. I'll think about it. This is gonna be something. I don't know. Maybe another store or maybe a bar. I have no idea. I have no idea. Yeah, that's what I'll make that. This will be the employee break room. Yeah, and right below them is employee lockers and stuff. All right. Then we go up to the third floor. In the third floor, this is where the employees live. If we go in here, we can see I've constructed small little apartments, and in each one of these apartments I'm going to put 1 or 2 beds. And we can kind of see that all the apartments are relatively the same, even so far as having the same window. Of course, you don't get as good a view over here as you do the other side, but in all honesty, there's not much to see anyhow. We'll go out there in a second. There's a bunker door here because for some reason this was bugging, so I don't know, maybe they're best friends or some shit. I have no idea. Family unit. My family lived at the strip club. Okay, so this is in another apartment. So 4 apartments on the 3rd floor, and then right out front is a place where the kids will play soccer. Yeah, they'll play soccer up here. I'm gonna make one of these. This is gonna be a schoolroom because you know what? All these strippers, they're gonna have all these illegitimate kids, and we have to educate the illegitimate kids. I mean, that's just a fact. We have to educate all these illegitimate children. All right. So if we go up, just now notice that was. Are all my bunker doors like that? Oh, don't tell me they are like that. Yeah, they are. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Alright, so going up. The 4th floor is much the same. We've got, once again, this one messed up somehow, and I couldn't get a regular wall piece to fit in here. So there's a random door right there. I'm just going to lock that bitch. There's going to be, this is all going to be apartments or whatever. More living space for my folks and all my strippers. My scrippers. And then the 5th floor, which is my floor. And my floor has the penthouse. And as you can see, I'm already in progress trying to build up the steel railing. And pretty much the 5th floor is going to be my pimp daddy room. I may build a 6th floor just for fucking to be a badass. Like, I mean, I've got 5 floors. Why not have a fucking 6th? Look at this. I could be like, hey, don't make me shoot you. Yeah, so pretty much it's like a pretty big build. Nothing really complex. Like I've seen some of the huge towers and stuff that people have been building, and they've had to twist them and turn the blocks and stack the blocks on one another using rugs and something like that. Nothing in this build was overly complicated, and you can easily, as long as you abuse the settlement size glitch, you can easily replicate this yourself. The only thing that will be modded in will be the the dancing and the busy settlers stuff. Like, I'm going to be using that extensively with this build. The only thing I think might be a little bit skill intensive, or at least you have to know how to do it, is this right here to get the stage to stack up to this level, because traditionally these are going to be one, like literally just stacked right on top of the ones below them. And how you do this is you take one of these and you drop it outside first. Right here I've got a wooden set here because I'm going to have the middlemost stage slightly more elevated, and you'll see in a bit. Yeah, slightly more elevated, I think. But anyways, you drop it outside and you attach these little stair attachments to the side there, and they'll glitch into the ground. You hold E on the stairs to select the whole unit, and it will pop it above the ground, and at that point you can come over here and stack it on top. You know what I'm saying? It's really not hard to do. Just play around with it, and you'll get it right. And yeah, I mean that's what it looks like so far. And once again, it's not even the superstructure. The superstructure is not even entirely complete because I have to add a bunch more railing. I'm still deciding whether I want to have railing on this outside terrace type thing. I'm thinking I might not. I might just like leave that for potential crop space, because that's right. You know, we have to serve food, because you have to have a horrible freaking buffet at any given strip club. You have to have a buffet, and the food from the buffet is going to be fertilized. No, that's fucking nasty. I'm not going to go any further. But we're going to grow food on top of the terrace, I think. The only other building that I'm thinking about building with this playthrough is right here. I'm going to turn this into a Minutemen outpost to help guard this facility, because a strip club like this needs to be guarded. It just needs to be guarded. Alright, anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right here. I'm going to do a little bit of work, and hopefully you'll see what it looks like with more decorations. So stay tuned. Alright, so at this point I've got the strip club pretty much furnished out enough to where I could start operations with it, because it's costing me a whole hell of a lot to build all this, so I want to kind of start making money. I installed Busy Settlers, which comes with a new option for using for making money. But anyways, let's go ahead, and I'm gonna take a small tour, take you through a small tour of the facility, and pretty much, I guess maybe in the future, especially I plan to do something over there, I might give you an update on what it looks like in the future, so be on the lookout for that. But for right now, this is what the club looks like, and this is how it functions. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Alright, so the name of it is called, it's the Pink Pussycat Lounge and Bar. I was like, yeah. And pink lettering is pretty awesome, right? And it says girls, you go inside, get girls, blah, 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 blah. It's typical strip club fare. I'm using a solar panel mod to power everything. There's nothing really on the back here. I'll probably be putting some defenses over here. This side is completely paneled up and wired in, and this is where the main power is getting in through to the building. Let's go ahead and go in here. Alright, so here we have a very simple room. This is just where the lockers and a few benches are for the girls, the dancers, to come in here and prep themselves up. I have a plan to put a little mirrors, like little mirrors on the wall, you know, so it looks like what an actual strip club dressing room might look like, or what have you. Not really doing anything with these hallways where the stairs are, so I'm not too worried about them. But we'll take a look at the upper floors in a few minutes. But let's go ahead and go out onto the main stage. Alright, so I've done a lot of work out here, and I think already you can kind of tell that it is you know, definitely looking like a strip club. You can see I've got a theme of like red lighting. I've still got some wiring to do across through here. But yeah, everything looks pretty good. I've got a bar set up over here. I do not yet have Local Leader 2, so with Local Leader 2, I'm going to convert this into being an actual bar via the Better Stores mod, and add some accoutrement as well. Back here is going to be the kitchen. I decided this would be the kitchen. As to what I'm going to put back here, I'm going to put a few more of these Busy Settlers, like stoves and stuff like that, so that I can actually have one person back here cooking. Back here is storage for the foods and stuff like that, what have you. If we take a look at the main stage, we can see I've raised the main stage up by another level, so that it, you know, literally is like a strip club. What I'm gonna do is to actually simulate the strip club type of thing. I'm gonna have the singer mod, and I'm gonna place the mic set up right here, so that way the dancer will approach, sing, and then leave or whatever, and then ostensibly customers will be sitting there. I had a cool idea for the bottom floor there, which would have been a cool place for people to watch dancers, but it just at this point I'm not quite sure. I may still put some cool stuff down there, but I'm kind of holding off right now. There are 2 secondary stages like usual. There's the bar, there's some tables. Over here are 4 tables. There are some stage lights. There's stage lights over there and over there, but they don't have power yet. The second floor is, I'm going to put some actual chairs up here. This isn't yet complete, but I will be installing some chairs up here. The VIP room is kind of complete, not fully though. We've got the red lighting with yellow lighting beneath it from the storage rooms below. I think it kind of gives it this cool yellow-red counter vibe type thing going on. I think it's pretty cool looking. I especially can't wait to see it fully at night, what it looks like in here. I'm still thinking about installing some tables and then having like little dancer podiums or something like that. I don't know. Busy Settlers, I've got to look at their rugs to see like, which rug would be the most appropriate to represent a lap dance or a slow strip or something like that. I have no idea. All right, let's go ahead and go up. So clients are never allowed. Clients are only allowed in this front hall, the area below at some point when I construct whatever is going to go down there, and in here. Everywhere else is, and they're allowed in here. What I'm going to do is install, I've got the Commonwealth working showers and sinks or whatever. So I'm going to install a bunch of showers here, and this back here is going to be a common room for people, for new dancers who don't yet have enough money to rent any of my apartments. Let's go ahead and take a look at the apartments in the tower. Once again, they're really Spartan right now, but each apartment comes, and this is standard for each one. Each one comes with this, a bed, a little table with a freaking light, a working sink, and a stall door where you can take a dump. Yep. As you can see, it's pretty much like that with each one. As I move new girls in or whatnot, I'm gonna add in some more furniture for each apartment, but I'm not really super concerned about that. I'm pretty much like, I'll only do that for the experience, which is it's a decent way to get it in survival mode without having to get yourself killed all the time or wasting resources all the time. But yeah, so those are the apartments, and there are 4 of them. Now the final level is the penthouse. And this is, of course, my room. And I'm using the mod that adds settler names. And one of the things that can do is dedicate any bed you sleep in as your bed specifically. So this is my bed. No other settlers can come up here and sleep in it. To the right over here, I've got my office. Every single dancer that comes up here, I take my duties very seriously, but they have to do an audition. And during the audition, I keep all the doors closed. Look at June; she's ready for her audition. She's ready, baby. I think I can make you a star. All right. I don't know why I just started moving really slowly. I must be overweight right now. There we go. Oh, damn it. I didn't mean to do that. Just broke one of my cardinal rules. There we go. Alright, so then out here we have my own bathroom area, because I do not want to get herpes from any of my dancers. So I've got my own shower and my own toilet. That's pretty awesome, you know what I'm saying? I've got a stairway leading over here in case I ever want to kill myself. I can just run right off here. I may end up putting something on top of here just for shits and giggles. There's a flag out front because this is a Minuteman owned strip club. Yeah, buddy. And over here we got a little grill for me to cook out my rad stag and all that crap. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for right now. There's still a lot of work to be done, but I wanted to go ahead and make a point of showing what I've already done. I think in a future video I'm going to show off this little fort facility that I'll build right down here, and when I do that I'll give you an update as to any changes that have been made here at the strip club. Yeah, I mean I've got a lot of plans because I plan not only to have the strip club, but I'm gonna put a few stores out front, all sorts of stuff like that. So I think it looks really good. I especially like how I made the main stage look. I think that looks pretty fantastic. Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with that. Anyhow, if you've got comments, questions, or just want to say, dude, that's an awesome strip club, I wish I could go there, go ahead and leave them below. At some point when I get the singer mod installed, I'll do some videos or whatever of girls in skimpy costumes, because you know I'm a freaking perv, and yeah, I love the fact that this game brings out the perv in like so many freaking game developers and stuff like that, because like they go wild. If you know, just look around Nexus, they go wild, dude. Anyhow, yeah, that's the Pink Pussycat Lounge and Bar. We hope you come by soon. Have a great day, and remember, stay awesome.